Hey guys, my name is Simpzy, how you all doing? Welcome back to some more Napoleon Total War Darthmod here today on the channel. We're back with episode 3 of my United Kingdom Let's Play. Here today, first up, we have a battle against Spain. Back down in Gibraltar, John Moore has recently gotten fresh off the docks and landed just outside the city, and Miguel from Spain has attacked. The Peninsular War is still well underway. In the last episode, we managed to defend Gibraltar when a Spanish force actually surrounded the city. We were victorious, and then in episode 1, we had the Battle of Trafalgar and the invasion of Holland. So, let's get stuck into it. So this time around, against the Spanish, we have a unit of cavalry, 1 artillery piece, and then John Moore. Hopefully, he can have a, let's say, fruitful and successful Spanish campaign in this series, unlike in real life where, well, he died, didn't he? So what we'll do is we'll form up and then we'll just try and wait for our reinforcements to come on in. Should be a good one. Let's get stuck into against the Spanish. So we're currently fighting on 2 fronts at the moment. I want to continue to just recruit as much as we can in Spain. It was worth sending down John Moore with some units from London. We've even got some Highland units from Scotland have gone all the way down to Spain. Okay, so they've got 3 pieces of cannons and then the general, so that's going to be a little bit difficult. We should be able to use our dragoons to our advantage quite a bit against them. If we could target their artillery, that would be brilliant, but we'll just have to see. The reinforcements are coming, but reinforcements come so slow in Napoleon and Empire. It takes ages compared to Rome 2 that I've been playing a lot recently. DI, of course. So we'll try and harass and annoy the Spanish, but we'll see how we go. So they've got the 11th Regiment of Foot here. We're moving up our dragoons. We'll try and chuck them on the left flank. So the artillery is already starting to get some shots off. They're hitting my front line. Thankfully, they're not hitting the cavalry. The reinforcements are coming further behind, but they just need to absolutely hightail it to about here. That'll be fine. Okay, so let's just try and harass with our cavalry. Slowly but surely try and wrap around and flank. So they've got a decent amount of cavalry protecting their artillery there, though. I think we've got a couple of options. Like, we could charge and move up, but I think we should just wait for the reinforcements to come in to make it a bit more of a fair fight, because at the moment it's 70% in their favour. We do have our own artillery, but it's actually not in range. Damn it. I'm going to have to relocate it and, well, I guess move up the front line a little bit. I was expecting to have... We must have a different cannon in Amsterdam. Yeah, I reckon Wellington's probably got better quality artillery now that I think about it. I thought that would have been in range. Okay, so it looks like the Spanish are moving towards my cavalry, which isn't good. Just need to keep an eye on that. We'll move up, and we'll get those reinforcements to go on the other side. It's the 5th Regiment of Foot. I guess we'll charge on in. We might be able to catch them. So we'll charge on in. Hopefully we can get a good charge in. For King George. For Britannia. That's not too bad. That's not too bad whatsoever. Okay, just need to watch out. We don't want to be too long in here because they might get a volley off on our cavalry. You've come all the way down from England. I don't really want to lose you too quickly if I can afford it. Okay, now we're starting to get volleys. Come on, come on. Try and kill as many of them as you can. We are getting friendly fire. They're getting friendly fire on them as well, to some extent. Our reinforcements are coming in. We just need to get my line infantry up and then we can pull them out. My artillery's just not in range. Yeah, because we've got 4 units here that can come in, which is quite a bit. Okay, now they're retreating. Right, let's move out of there then. Quickly move and rotate. we're still yet to get into that open position. So their cannons are actually a little bit exposed there for whatever reason. Let's move back. They've moved their cavalry up to the front line to... Actually, they're going to hit my right flank. They might even hit my own cannons here that we're a little bit exposed with. Just need to keep an eye on that. Unlimber, because we want to try and get some shots off. Right, now hit their cannons. Go, go, go. They've let them open. I guess they've calculated they think they probably can crush those 4 units if they throw everything at it. 5 against our 4. And they've got a cavalry unit. Hang on, do I need to form square? Where are they going? Switch to a canister shot and hit that. They've overlapped me there. Shh. Crikey. Far out. Shizer. Alright, okay, they're going for the general? What are they doing? I can't tell what they're doing. They're going for the... Okay, now my front line's buckling. Well, at least we're neutralizing their cannons, so they're not going to be able to hit us. The center's now crippled. What are they doing? I thought they were going to hit my left flank, then they weren't. Then they're going to think the cannons. And then the general. If they want to sit there, we'll just move this guy here. Yeah. And then move the other 3 up there. Oh, you've come back. Yeah, reclaim the center. Those cannons are still hitting me. Oh, there's going to be a charge here soon, I think. Yeah, keep on hit. Oh, we've brought them back. Oh, they're not going to get there in time. General, go, go, go. Oh, no, we're going to have to chuck John Moore in, aren't we? Just what I don't want. Oh, no, they've stopped. Oh. But it's not better if they go for my front line. Because we're getting some canister shots off here. Canister. We'll try and get some standard cannon shots off now. Yeah, just have to move John Moore up.
Our men are running for...
Yeah, form square because they're hitting the last one there. Some of them routed. I don't think they got there quick enough. Reform you, then you move up here now. You can protect that. Oh, wow, they're really going for me. The 19th Regiment of Foot is incredibly wounded. And we've managed to form square against the Spanish first. Okay, move you up here. You might need to plug the gap. 6th Regiment of Foot in the first is now pushing in. Okay. Swing there if we have to fall back. We have a lot of units breaking. The Highlander unit's now gone. I'm nearly tempted to pull back. Yeah, pull back, pull back. Just to recover this position. I know it's going to cost and maybe even lose the unit, but we just got to reform and hope that we can just form the line back up. Now we've got our cannons in play, because now they don't have any. We've heavily destroyed them. They seem to be, like, if you give them a bit, if they get near the general, we can bring them back in. Oh, my cavalry's nearly kaput. This is a crazy fight. Because we lose Gibraltar. I want to try and hold it. It's going to be fierce fighting to do it. I reckon we can hold it, but is it worth the investment? For our home away from home. Is it worth holding the rock? It will help, because if we can get rid of Spain, we can pincer Napoleon through the Pyrenees. Okay, so one of the cavalry units is fully broken. It's come back. Okay, so now this is a bit more on my terms. This is what I like. Hitting them from the sides and behind. There we go. Come on, lads. Keep going. The right's now buckling. Come on, we need to come back. Okay, they're pushing further up. The first Lightfoot's engaging as well. Against the Spanish 6th. Oh, and they're breaking there in the center. Their flanks are holding though. My cavalry unit came back, but it's incredibly depleted. Pull back. I don't know if it's worth charging them in. They are really exhausted. Okay, you guys have come back in there. Form up again. My artillery's arcing their shots well, hitting them. I think we need to advance slightly, to be honest. Because we've got them on the back foot. We need to advance and press the position. Because there's still about 5 units floating about. Although it's swung back to a 65-70% in our favour. I don't think we're out of the woods just yet to claim victory. Far out, that was a close one. Could have been in a much worse position. Maybe hit the light horse just to stop them down. So we've got the 19th Regiment of Foot getting stuck in. John Moore's now here. Artillery starting in that position. The cavalry fight is taking place just out here. But these brave British boys not doing too bad. They're basically the rejects, the ones that never made it to Holland. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. My cavalry really helps me out in this one. There we go. They're now going to be crushed. There's only 3 more behind there. The cavalry is actually 1, surprisingly. So we're probably going to lose 1 unit of cavalry, which is annoying, but if we can get a full stack in Gibraltar, we can pretty much withstand anything. It's just only a matter of time if we can make it into a fully recruitment zone. The last lot of this cavalry is going to charge the 11th Spanish Regiment of Foot, and they're probably going to break in doing so. Okay, so although we're advancing, we've got to be careful because look at that, there's still a lot of units still holding there, and they've got cavalry now and we don't. However, we still have artillery, which is awesome in this game. We can still pretty much push up and hit them with unlimited ammo. So we're focusing on the left, on the left-hand side, the 8th Regiment of Foot, and then they've still got the 1st Regiment of Foot there in the center. They're now breaking, and they have completely gone here. These guys. Yeah, it's always worth just trying to snipe the general and the artillery pieces, even sometimes to sacrifice the cavalry. Because artillery just changes the day. Because the thing is, like, people forget, like, in these Empire Napoleon games, as the difficulty goes up, essentially how it works is the AI becomes way more accurate with their shots. So on the harder difficulties, like, artillery just absolutely wrecks you, especially if there's a lot of it. Like, if you have like 5-6 artillery pieces, you can very well crush a full unit. Well, the AI does, because it has aimbot cheats. Okay, so even when we're progressing, this left flank is now crippling. We are still struggling to go. So we can't go 2 guns blazing, because they are still holding in a decent amount of positions. But the general's still there. Try and hit the general staff. Try and get rid of Miguel. But so far, the Peninsular War has seen the most action for Britain. Still firing by rank. Brilliant. They've now come back on the left. Watch out, because there's a general unit moving over there. They've now recovered, so come back into it if you can. Regain your position in the ground. But John Moore as well. Hopefully he can be the conqueror of Spain and get his command up a bit, so he'll be able to hold the men longer in combat. That's now gone. It's just the general unit now left, is it? Nah, that's it. She's all over. We've managed to win another grand victory down in Spain. Wow. Okay, it's going to speed things up because I want to try and run down as many of them as we can, because we did intercept them at the end of the day. So the more we can get rid of, the better. So we don't have to deal with more of them if they attack Gibraltar itself again. So John Moore and his unit can move up. His cavalry unit. Alright. Good. A decisive victory. We had 2 back-to-back heroics. This time around was slightly different. So they basically lost their army. We lose half of ours, so not too bad. Mostly garrison forces. The dragoons did really well as always, they are really, really underrated in this game. So we're throwing back another Spanish army. Okay, so they've not been successful on the field, maybe on the seas, and they're going to block the port of London as well. Annoying, and we're still bankrupt, but Gibraltar lives another day. Okay, we could look to press, push, and intercept that Spanish army. It is in their territory, though. It is quite weak. I'm nearly tempted to do so. Because you never know, we could force for peace with Spain. Maybe build up a bit. We've beat them back to back. They might actually be open to peace, unlike they were before. That's a potential option. Back up in the north, there seems to be a full stack in Brussels. I don't know where Napoleon went and his army, so I guess we'll try and continue to army sabotage the French on the Belgian border. But we're nearly at full strength. We've managed to convert the populace a bit, and we might need to move out with Wellesley at some point. Okay, so we've still got Nelson down in the strait, holding here. We haven't had any opposition, which is brilliant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to march out with Moore. He has consent to run down the Spanish dogs, and they're going to be pushed back further into Spanish territory. So we'll be able to move back now. And another good victory against the Spanish. Okay, so is that enough to leave with Nelson? Dude is like such a goat of a naval commander. Yeah, greatest of all time. Yeah, I guess so. Arguably. Fight in the comments, let me know. We're still hemorrhaging cash. It's mostly just due to the French and the Spanish blocking my ports constantly, which is annoying. Because, like, even though we control the ports, they can just move one ship to block it. That's what's hemorrhaging us so much cash. So we'll move William Cornwallis out. And that should, like, make us back in the green, shouldn't it? Yeah, look at that. It's just so annoying that one little ship can cause so much damage. So we're going to have to constantly stop this, because most of our trade flows through Bristol and London. We're going to have to keep decent navies all around just to stop them. But once we sort of eventually take those French ports, they're not going to be an issue. Alright, we'll rally up there. Okay. We might actually look to now knocking off some of those Spanish naval forces on the trade nodes as well. Like, we've got Cornwallis and Ethelstone here, so we might as well have a look. Okay, so how many's there? 3 or so. Yeah, okay, that's nothing to worry about, so we'll get rid of that. So that's going to allow us to get that trade node. That'll be worth a bit. Anywhere between 5,000 to 2,000. I guess it depends as well on the grade of the trade ship. Sometimes they can carry more supplies. So what's that worth? 720, so that's not too bad. And do we have any more ships up there that are spare? Like, oh, there's one there that's doubled up. Well, we'll move that. Hang on, what I'll do is, because you've got more movement points if we do that. So we'll move you down there, and we'll get you there as well. Yeah, because there's more trade nodes sort of towards, well, Trafalgar, eh? So we'll move down and see if any of these are occupied. So that one isn't, which is brilliant. So we'll move one of them there, because this will really increase our monies. You never know, Portugal could have some control of these. So we'll try and claim all of these if we can. Okay, diplomacy-wise, I know they're only a small faction, but I really don't want to open up a war with someone else, to be honest. Thank you, Prussia. Okay, welcome to the top of the turn. So things are coming up well for the British Empire. We've got a bit of tech going on. We're investing in the local economy. We could go with equestrian states. Maybe just some merchant houses and some other ones where we can. Because we've opened up more trade nodes, we can essentially invest that back in Britain for a secure rate. So who's this? Portugal's hanging down there, so we're not going to be able to knock them off. No one's here. And who's it? Denmark? You're pretty far south, and no one's on this one as well. Even though these aren't trade ships, what I could do is essentially just hold them. So no other faction can get them. So the Channel fleet is mostly down in the south. And I guess we'll get some more trade ships. We've already got an Indian man there coming in. And a couple of others. Because we really need to grow the Navy. We've got a lot of good buffs for it. We've actually got a fantastic, I don't know what it's called, sort of administrative Grand Admiral or whatever. So there's no of these trade nodes in the north. There's one here. I don't know if we're going to, even if we push into the Med, I don't know if we're going to be able to hold there. There's some in the Black Sea, really? Oh, that's interesting. I guess most of the wealthy ones are in the west coast, you would imagine, as it has access to the world. Okay. Looks like the French have moved a full stack to Brussels. We could look to hit it. They're putting a lot of units there. Oh, hang on. Ah, they're invading us. Okay. The French, under Napoleon, have made the decision to attack French-occupied Amsterdam. Oh, British-occupied, sorry. Misspoke. We are not French. We are British. What's Spain doing? Yeah, I told you. They just keep on doing that annoying thing, just blocking my damn ports. We might need to block theirs, maybe. Oh, that nation was destroyed anyway. Oh, we maybe should have. Now hindsight is 2020. We should have accepted that offer from Prussia. What is it? That is a huge army. Who's commanding that, I wonder? That's super interesting. And there's more reinforcements potentially on the way. Okay. Well, I've got a couple of options. I could march out against this French army, which I'm kind of tempted to do. I'll move my spy up, maybe just to sabotage the army, if we're lucky. We haven't come up with any successful ones. Hopefully this can be the first. Detected. Oh, but that gave it up there. Michel Ney is commanding. Okay, one of Napoleon's feared marshals of the Grand Armée. Well, unfortunately it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching episode 3. Stay tuned for episode 4 coming out soon, where we have the Battle for Amsterdam. Arthur Wellesley and Michael Stoll. We're going to sally out and attack Michel Ney, one of Napoleon's famed generals who got the musket. So we'll continue to defend Gibraltar as well. We could potentially get a peace with the Spanish, but if we can destroy that army, we might be able to march on Belgium and continue our war against the French. It's just we're in a bit of a two-frontal war, which makes things a little bit difficult, as we only have one full stack on each border. So we're going to have to be quite defensive, quite passive, and slowly but surely push where we can, because if they really wanted to go for it, like if France wanted to send like 3 armies to the Netherlands, it's going to be a hell of a fight. We would have the garrison though, so I reckon we'd actually maybe win it or take as many of them with us as they chuck at us. But I'm really enjoying this Napoleon Darthmod campaign. I hope you guys are as well, and I can't wait to make some more videos with you guys and play some decent battles. It's been good. It's been really, really enjoyable. The Spanish have been hyper aggressive, just throwing armies at us. And same with the French. I was sort of keen to attack Brussels myself, but we've been attacked. I thought we would. We've just gotten built up to our replenishment max, and we're about to go, and then they bloody attacked us. But anyway, I'm going to play the outro now. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. Take care. Peace. Unfortunately, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Check out my social media links in the description below if you'd like to stay connected with me. Let me know feedback and suggestions for the video. Gotta say a huge thank you to my patrons and channel members: Victor K, Sebastian C, Jordan K, Caesar L, Brian S, Tal, Liam B, Kyle P, Tom C, and Wyatt P. But thanks guys, my name has been Simpzy, much love from Australia, goodbye.